We have to reframe the idea of self-advocacy not as exclusively self-advocacy, but as advocacy for all that we represent. And it is then that we can come to reshape how the world and our external environment relates not only to us, but to all that we represent through action, negotiation, and ideally through positive change. This process begins with self-esteem. It's activated through clear and thoughtful communication, and it results in the preservation of dignity and integrity regardless of the outcome. Yes, it is possible to advocate for yourself without being or seeming entitled, and this depends on how you carry yourself. For instance, you can tell when someone has self-esteem because they tend to carry themselves in a demeanor that is both firm but also humble in presence. And I think the takeaway point that I mentioned about entitlement, though you don't have to be, and you should not be entitled in many ways. What you are entitled to is respect, safety, and well-being. So looking at self-advocacy specifically from the lens of advocating for yourself through disability, again, I think we have to reframe how we view disabilities. And that begins by first seeing your differences as an asset in the right settings, which is also part of the self-esteem building that I just mentioned. Once you identify the settings in which you feel seen and validated, not in spite of, but because of your differences, you'll be able to find healthy connections with the right colleagues and the right leaders in the workplace or in whatever organization or group who may also advocate for you in a time of need. You do not have to go out and automatically tell your boss, the CEO, or the entire company or group or team or whatever it is about your disability and need for accommodations should your accommodations and your differences be of a less visible variety. And there are less visible or even invisible disabilities, such as mental health conditions. But if you reach a point where you are less comfortable or in pain or you need assistance, it is vital to express that with the right work member or leader in the right setting. I think the takeaway here, both instances regarding self-advocacy and specifically self-advocacy for disabilities, is knowing and accepting that you deserve to be and feel healthy, well, physically and psychologically safe. And you also have to trust that a kind and worthy employer, group, person, or what have you does exist, and that if they deserve the value that you bring to the table, they will respect and honor your needs no matter what they are.